So I'm just taking my mouse, and with the mouse button held down this whole time, I'm just painting in with this tool the areas of that hair that I want Photoshop to consider as part of the foreground. As we do this entire project, we will basically be telling Photoshop what we want and what we don't want. Now that I've selected all of that hair, I'm going to let go of my mouse button and watch what happens. You'll see that a lot of that hair has come back. I'm going to switch the color to white, and now I'm going to go over these edges and just bring back in some of that color, which will darken the edges where I had it before. So here you can really control what you want that hair to look like and the edges that you have in detail. Now I'm noticing here at the top, it'd be easier to zoom in so I don't hit the hair. So I'll bring my mouse tip down just a little bit. I'll go to sample once, and let's just grab some of that green color here and be a little more careful around his hair. Go over it a few times till I get that out. And if it's too much, you can always lower that tolerance so you don't get any of that green color that may be on the hair. I'll add a layer mask in this case and block out that layer with my paintbrush. And I have it set to black, and I'll make it really large here. And I've got it set at 50% opacity, and that's fine. And I'll just click down, and you'll start to see that digital backdrop come back into place as I click a little bit more, and the vignette being created. And after I do it in the center a few times, I can kind of come around to the edges manually and bring that in. And I'll just bring in some black on this layer here to bring in some of that digital backdrop where I want to see it, maybe over here as well. I can lower the opacity of this layer and knock it down just a bit so it's a little more blended. And the reason that didn't show up beforehand was because, as I know, if it's too light, overlay won't show it on white. So that's why we had a little bit more backdrop to work with there with our light. So we can just come in here and just clean that up just a bit. Let's take a look at the before and after. This is where the photo started. And here it is now with our new cloud digital backgrounds in place. A dramatic, wonderful effect on any photo with a boring sky.